Boom shaka. Hello my friend, welcome again. Coach Phill here, your number one high performance coach who helps you realign your teams, build championship teams, and create businesses that have an impact and or makes your competition relevant. Today I want to share with you the 3 obsessions of successful entrepreneurs. What are those things that the great entrepreneurs out there who are successful, who are making a difference, obsess about? What are those things that they do consistently? You know, the more you study about entrepreneurs, the more you look at what these wonderful people are doing, the more you realize that they have 1, 2, 3 things that they obsess about consistently. And when you do begin to obsess on them, you will begin to see the results that you want to get as well. I'm reading a book right now, and just 1 second, I'll get it for you. I just was looking at, boom, right here. I'm looking at John Carlton's Entrepreneur's Guide to Getting Your Done, okay? So that, you know, this is a great book. This is what I've been reading for the last 1 week. So if you want to know what Coach is reading, there you go. Anyway, out of all the reading I've been doing, there's 3 things that great entrepreneurs and successful entrepreneurs who have an impact, a bigger impact in the world, obsess about. And I have got them right here. The first one, they obsess about their energy and their attitude. Now, it's a double whammy, and let me talk about it. Energy. They obsess about being in great shape. They obsess about the energy they bring to the workplace, the energy they bring to meetings, the energy they bring to sales, the energy they bring to presentations. They obsess about looking after themselves so well, how they eat, their nutrition, their rest, how much they're doing to ensure that they are ready to serve. You know, there's no way you can tell me you're going to get out there and be at your best if you don't have the right energy, if you're not resting properly. Now, I always get the question from other entrepreneurs, hey coach, you know, I'm working 15 hours and because I got to make things happen. Hey, that's okay. If you're doing 15 hours and resting for 5, but really getting good rest, most importantly, you're hydrating and you're fueling the body with fuel. You know, there's a great interview I had one time. They were asking Tony Robbins, hey, we know you don't eat meat, we know you don't eat anything, you know, why is that? How did that come about? Now, it was a long interview. I'm just trying to find what stood out for me. He said, very interesting, he said, I don't eat for the sake of eating. I eat because it's fuel. I eat to fuel my body so I can get out and serve. So great entrepreneurs, successful entrepreneurs, they obsess about their energy, how they're showing up. You know, 2-3 days ago, I was meant to do some videos. I was not feeling well. You know, I felt like a cold was coming on. And guess what? When I look back, I realized, I hadn't rested properly in about 5-10 days. I was not feeding as well as I should have. You know, I kind of overloaded a bit on the carbohydrates, and I could feel the effect. Okay, so number 1, you want to succeed in business, you got to obsess on your energy. And let's talk about attitude now. What kind of attitude do you have? Are you the kind of person who is thinking, hey, things are going to be okay? What kind of attitude are you bringing? Is it a winning attitude? Is it an attitude of, hey, you know what? We're going to make this happen. You know, great entrepreneurs, every time you interact with these guys, they have this, the attitude is, it's going to be okay. We're going to make this happen. Most importantly, they bring the joy. They bring the love. They bring happiness. They execute happily. Why? Most of their business is about impact. What kind of attitude do you have? And you and me know that great attitude with great energy will get you great results. So there you go. That's number 1. The second one I will share with you right here is they obsess on distraction removal. Ladies and gentlemen, one of our greatest challenges in this new era of communication is distraction. One of our greatest challenges is distraction. There's so much distraction out there. You know, it's I was having a conversation with some young people 2 days ago, and I asked them, hey, how many of you have got mobile phones? Of course, everybody's got. How many of you have got WhatsApp? And how many of you check your WhatsApp last thing before you get to bed, first thing before you wake up? Guess what? 99.9% of the room went up. Now, those are just stages, but even business people, there are certain business people, you're sitting in a meeting with them and they're constantly on the phone. It's beeping 24/7. Great entrepreneurs have understood that their best asset is their time. Most importantly, they obsess on getting rid of distraction. These are the guys, when they get up in the morning, first 4-5 hours, they're not responding to email. They put the email off, they put the internet off. I was reading again, there's a gentleman, I forget his name. He does a great show on YouTube, and he said the same thing. He said, look, my greatest time in the morning is my creative time. Therefore, I can't afford to give it away. So he switches everything off. In fact, he has created a situation, I think he lives somewhere in Ontario. He has created a situation where, guess what? There's no mobile signals coming into his house in the evening before he goes to bed until the morning. So guess what? No distraction. What does that do? It gives him creative time. It gives him time to come up with ideas. It gives him time to think about how to grow his business. It gives him time to study. It gives him time to find out what is happening out there, so he can take his business to the next level. How are you dealing with your distractions? How are you dealing? The other day I was talking to a young man and said, "Oh, coach, you have no idea. I have children. I have a nagging wife. I have this." I said, "Hey, listen. All those are excuses. Train them to know. Guess what? There's times where daddy is going to be engaged. End of story." Again, I had some time. I think it was Les Brown. He said, "People don't understand. I used to disappear downstairs into the study for weeks. And I didn't want distraction. Why? I was building myself. I was building my craft. I was building my muscle. So when I came out to the world, I was ready." For you to get ready, you got to get rid of your distractions. Okay? That's number 2. And the final one, ladies and gentlemen, for you to become a great, successful entrepreneur, and not just in life, is their commitment to new habits and routines. Now, the important word is commitment. Great entrepreneurs obsess about their commitment to new routines. Commitment to new routines that take you to the next level. Everybody knows I am very, very, very big supporter of the morning routine of you get up in the morning. The first hour is about meditation, it's about prayer, it's about journaling. Okay, there's a similar program by Robin Sharma called the 5 a.m. Club. Everybody tells you the morning is your greatest time, but you got to create that habit. You got to create the habit of getting up in the morning and focusing on yourself and having great input, because with great input comes great output. Okay, you cannot afford to leave that to just happen by mistake. No, you got to create that habit. You got to create routines which support you to be at your best. What kind of routines do you have in your day today? These days I have a routine. I will only have meetings when I must have meetings. Those days I've decided what days they're going to be. They're going to be sometime later on in the week. First 2-3 days about what? Product creation. They're about learning, about making me a better person. And when I look at all my mentors, they have routines. They have certain ways of doing things. Brendan Burchard tells you he's going to get up in the morning, do his morning routine, do some exercise, do some stretching, then get into some work. Then later on in the evening, he'll then have a routine to get out and be happy and be jolly. You must get obsessed with certain habits and routines that are going to make you successful. So there you are, my friend. I hope that serves you. And whatever you do, please find time to give us some feedback. You can subscribe to our channel. I think it's going to be somewhere there. Subscribe to our channel. Share with somebody. You might make a difference. And together we can make a difference. And whatever you do, every day, live strong, live with passion, and know that you have the audacity to live life on your terms. As usual, Coach Phill. Thank you.